You've got it tuned to listener-powered radio, 90.3 FM in Seattle. You can find us online around the world at KEXP.org. I'm Cheryl Waters here on the Midday Show, and been waiting a long time to get this band live in studio. It's Goodbye Heart. Welcome.
Thank you.
Sam and Nyla, a duo. You make so much sound. I want people to know that just two people doing this.
Just us two.
And start us off with some music, and then I would love to find out more about Goodbye Heart.
Okay.
Goodbye Heart live on KEXP. That is the definition of breathtaking. That was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you. You got another one?
Yeah.
Goodbye Heart live on KEXP. That was absolutely magnificent, and really been looking forward to this live session today. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You know, I only heard about you guys not too long ago. Where did you come from? Just up out of the ether like your beautiful music? Tell me a little bit about the band.
Sam and I, we first started playing as a duo about a year ago, and just started working on this EP, and then as soon as they were printed, I walked in here with a stack of them, and so that's why we just kind of came out of nowhere. But we've been playing shows around for the last year, and we've been playing music together actually for a while. So
I'm wondering how you met. You had to have seen each other sing, because I look at Sam right here, and if I'd never heard the band before, I'd think I was just about to hear a surf punk band playing, and then this gorgeous voice comes out of his mouth, and blended with your gorgeous voice, I can't imagine you were just sitting in a bar and you hit it off and thought, we should start a band, and then it just so happened that you sounded so great together.
We're going to surprise you.
Let's hear it.
We met in college a while ago, and we just became friends, and then there was a period where we just kind of like fell out of touch for a while, and I was kind of going through a transitional time, and just decided to kind of give myself to music personally and just start writing and, teach myself to play a little bit. And then when I had some songs, I got back in touch with Nyla, and she kind of dove in, and we just... I mean, at the time, I was just kind of banging around on an acoustic guitar, and the songs were very, simple, and I just was trying to tell a story, and then I would go over to her apartment, her little apartment on Prince Street back in New York, and I would just sit there, and I'd play these songs, and then she would just kind of sing with me and maybe play a little ukulele, play a little, she's kind of jack of all trades, but it just kind of came together, I think, both because of the timing and in a lot of ways just because, where I was at, I had just gone through kind of a big transition, and I knew that I wanted to really start playing music, and so I was very available to the idea of, singing with someone and just kind of seeing what would happen, and it really just grew from that, like on her couch, in this tiny little apartment on Prince Street.
What I was going to say that was going to surprise you is that we were both actors, and we were in acting school together.
Oh, wow.
So when we met, it was not at all in like a musical way. So, oh, sorry. Hi. It wasn't in a musical way, so that's why. But yeah, it has grown into this.
How did you end up in Seattle?
Well, I had lived here a long time ago. My mother had left New York City, and she moved out here, and so I spent some summers and holidays. This is back in the early 90s, and so I had a sense of the city. But then it came time to, New York it's our hometown. We spent a long time there, and it just came time to go. We were having a hard time, I think, affording it. I certainly was, and I just was ready to go to a city that, I knew had a really incredible music community, and just a place where I felt the work that I was putting in would I'd have a little bit more of a foundation under me. I mean, I love New York City, and it's my hometown and inspiration, I think, for both of us, but I knew that I couldn't stay there and continue to try to make music or be the artist that I wanted to be at that time, at that point that we left. So there was a little bit of a short list, but I think Seattle was always at the top.
Yeah.
And
it's hard in New York. It's just that you're competing with so much. There's like so many things that people can choose to do with their time and their money, and so it felt like a little easier here. And cannot deny that KEXP was like something that we knew was here. So just as a community. So
well, from a completely selfish standpoint, I'm so glad you're here. I think you guys are going to be huge, and I'll be so proud to say that you're from Seattle.
Oh, thank you.
I love the EP Restless Nights. It's one of my favorite records of the year. Please tell me there's going to be more coming.
Oh, we're hopeful. Definitely going to look to do something again. Late fall, winter time, we'll do a full length. And I should say that a huge part of the EP is Sean Simmons, who produced it or co-produced it with us. But really, he was an integral part of it. He was and is just phenomenal and very receptive and very professional, but also a lot of fun to get along with and easy to get along with. And he was the right guy, so he really helped put it together for us.
Another great reason to be here in Seattle.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you're playing tomorrow at Silver Platters as part of Record Store Day, and that should be free and all ages.
Yes.
So bring the kids out. May 8th, you can see Goodbye Heart at the Sunset Tavern, and I hope many more shows coming up.
So do we.
More music?
Yes.
Sure. Goodbye Heart live here in the KEXP studios. Goodbye Heart live on KEXP, a phenomenal EP called Restless Nights, available now. Tomorrow you can see them free in all ages at Silver Platters at 12:30. You got time for one more?
Yeah.
So this is kind of a new one. We're excited to play for you. So.
Thank you.
Stairwell, 4 a.m.
A new song from Goodbye Heart live on KEXP. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you so much.
May 8th, you can see them at the Sunset Tavern in Seattle. And again, tomorrow they'll be playing a show for Record Store Day. That's very exciting.
Yeah, excited for that.
Thank you again so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in. Such
Thank you
a
for
pleasure.
having us.
You've got to tune to KEXP Seattle.